let's switch it up a little bit and talk about business.
Okay, talk to me.
So recently you went to the YouTube headquarters, where you were in the room with some of the biggest YouTubers in the world who had millions of followers. And on the outside, you might say, well, they're more accomplished than maybe London Real because they have 10 times more followers. But look at you. You have a successful media company, you have multiple employees, you have multiple products, standard, premium, that are selling, and everything is expanding. While other YouTubers, they're just hustling to sell a t-shirt here and there. So my question is, what do you know that we don't?
Well, look, it's interesting. You know, first of all, I'm honored when I get asked to come to YouTube headquarters and be part of, their Creator Academy. And I think it was like us and 20 other YouTubers in the room, which were the top, YouTube subscriber counts in London. Between all of us, we had 13 million subscribers on YouTube, which is mind-blowing. And actually, YouTube's on a different floor that Google's on. And the Google employees were coming in and giving presentations to us. And some of them were, they openly said, I'm intimidated to be in this room, because I'm rarely around people that influence 13 million people. And again, these people have loyal followings. We have a loyal following, but some of these people have 2 and 3 million people that watch every vlog they do. And so it's great being in that room. And first of all, a lot of people have religions. A lot of people pray to gods. Some people even have little shrines in the morning. I wake up in the morning and I pray to YouTube. All right? Because YouTube is this beautiful platform and medium, and without it, there really wouldn't be a London Real, because it has allowed us to scale our message in an amazing way. And I think if it wasn't owned by Google, there would be so many frictions in there that would make it difficult. But right now, our shows have been watched by over 50 million people in the world, and probably listened to by another 20 million. So that's hard to fathom. And so I thank iTunes as well, but YouTube more. And so that's an amazing distribution platform. But coming back to that, I think the problem that YouTubers have, and first of all, I love YouTubers. I love Casey Neistat. I love anyone that honestly has I won't say it this way, that has the balls to put themselves out on video and publish, okay? And that's what we teach our Academy members to do. That's what we teach our Business Accelerator students to do. Broadcast yourself. That's where all the magic happens. Broadcast yourself, And when you don't, you live a life of recluse and introversion like Brian used to, okay? Where you would just go home and watch Mad Men and not interact with people. But when you broadcast yourself, you put everything on the line. You take risk. You put yourself out there. And guess what happens? 90% of the time, you get amazing feedback, you meet amazing people, and you find your tribe. So YouTubers are awesome. The problem is that most YouTubers are horrible business people. Just like musicians are horrible business people, and 99% of the world are horrible business people. That's why they need us, all right? And so what they do is they go on YouTube, and what do? They say, oh, there's ads. Oh, I get 55% of my revenues. YouTube takes the rest. Actually, don't have a problem with that. YouTube earns it. So they think that's the only way I can run a business. So they wait on ads, and they try to sell some t-shirts, like you said, and they create content. And they never think about building a business around their personalities, around their messages, around their why. And there's a very famous TED speaker named Simon Sinek. He's been a guest here in this chair. I was honored to speak with him. And he has a talk called Start With Why. And the whole idea is that people buy in and fall in love with why you do what you do, not what you do. We produce videos every week that interview cool people. Is that why people are London Reelers? No. They do it why we do it. Why? Because we're trying to get inspired by these messages. We're trying to find out, what do these people do that makes them incredible? We're trying to live lives of passion. We're trying to be healthier. We're trying to be more spiritual. We're trying to dissolve our ego, and yet at the same time be great people. That's why people love us. And you got these YouTubers, they love their why. Casey Neistat, he does daily vlogs. So do a countless number of other people. It's Casey's why. How does he live his life? In this abundance mindset where he's open-minded to everyone's ideas, he's super positive. That's his why. But where's the business? So when I go to YouTube, I get frustrated because these people, they don't understand they have options, and they don't understand they can build an entire brand around who they are, whereas what they end up doing is waiting for the next advertiser that they can push their product, what their fans probably don't even think they're really authentically supporting, or they get a speaking gig or sell some t-shirts. And so it's frustrating because I sit there in that room and I see the matrix, and I'm like, okay, YouTube is free product. Why don't you have a product for prospects, which is a low-cost product? And then those people will then buy your core product, which is a $2,000 to $3,000 product. And then with all of that knowledge, businesses will pay for your services, your endorsements, your knowledge. And that's your final, product for corporates. And I see all this, and I wish I could tell them that. And that's what we've done here at London Real. And the YouTubers, they already have the free product. Everyone knows their name. So they already have a heads up on all of the companies I work with here in the Roundabout. All these tech companies, they're the opposite. They have the products, but they don't have the following. And so, yeah, that's what I see when I go to YouTube. And hopefully, we'll end up offering our Business Accelerator course to YouTube so they can have the other creators take those, because we could turn these people into millionaires quickly based on what we teach our students, which is basically using the same tools. Get a presence on multimedia. I believe every company these days is a media company first. And if you look at great companies like Red Bull, Red Bull doesn't sell carbonated, caffeinated drinks. They sell you a media experience that makes you feel great. They sell you snowboarding videos, skateboarding videos, those planes that fly around those obstacles. They do that. They also happen to have a drink. And I think every company needs to look at themselves that way. So we teach people to build the media first, to explain your why, find your tribe, find your 1,000 true fans, as our recent guest Kevin Kelly would say. And once that happens, then the sky's the limit. But if you don't do that first, I think you're going to be going around competing on price, trying to sell something that the other guy's selling, and you're in a price war to zero. And then there's nothing special about you, and I don't think that's a great way to do business.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.